Hello. Can you hear me? Hi. How's it going, guys? Okay. Sorry, I messed the chat a bit. Hi, guys. How's it going? Hi. Okay. Let's hope that this audio quality isn't too horrible. Alright. Welcome to the stream! Okay, so for anyone who just doesn't want to, like, watch this stream or like, after this stream, I'll probably, most likely, but not for sure, edit together the clips of this into an actual video. So, if I'm ignoring you guys a bit, sorry about that, but keep in mind this is gonna be just a normal stream. It's just I'll make it into a video later, maybe for my next upload if you guys want, but I don't know how quick I can edit the video. Anyways. So, yeah. Let's get into it. This game is not for kids, guys. If you're suffering from anxiety or depression and may not have a safe experience playing this game, content warnings, it's, yeah. I hope most of y'all know what this game is. But, you know, just in case not, like, some of you guys don't know, this game gets pretty dark pretty quickly, so stay safe, guys. Alright, let's get into it. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least age of 13 and consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yes, I agree. How's the music for you guys? How's the sound for you guys? How's the audio quality? You do not know my address. As long as you just don't leak my city, I'm fine. I really just, that's doxing, come on. Anyways, new game. Let's go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend, since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I feel almost better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! Should I do a better voice for her? Nah, I think it's fine. But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that's me, I did not read the name. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Inky. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want to think they were a couple or something. Fine. You did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. I can read perfectly. As students draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. I'm so sorry for my terrible reading skills. By the way, Inky, Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm gonna be perfectly fine, guys. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought that you'd become a NEET for a few... What does that mean? For a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Ow! There's a lot of talking in this game. Yay! Oh god. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ow. You know what I just realized, guys? I did not advertise this stream in my server. Give me a second. Speaking of that, all my other socials are linked in the description. You should check them out. I just hit my elbows really hard on a chair. Ow. I'm gonna stream for like an hour or so. Okay. Okay, but that art style is just so shiny and... Sorry, I don't have chat. And everything I've always wanted. Like, it's almost as beautiful as Inky's. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the game. Ow, my elbow! Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, even if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to join your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna join the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Literally. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Oh my god. I would never join a literature club. I'm so bad at reading. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Inky, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing their names right. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, though, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, and then turns back to the other girls. That is so awkward, what the hell. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Inky. Monika smiles sweetly. That is a jump scare. Like, that's like the sprite's changing. That is, I forget that they do that. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. How can someone beat all of those, honestly? Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Inky. We made room for you at the table so you can sit down next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? And the girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk up to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Closet! Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches to the table, tray in hand. So your YouTube name is Inky, but Inky is also an OC of yours. Is she meant to be based off of you? So my Sona is Aqua, but a lot of people call me Inky instead because that's my channel name. I'm not related to the OC in any way, shape, or form. She used to be a self-insert, but I finally got my own Sona with Aqua, but usually I just go by Inky. Wait, give me a sec. Gotta... Y'all, there is someone at the door, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. There was someone at the door who was not supposed to be there and I had to talk it out. Sorry about that. Here we go. Alright. Okay, back to it. Natsuki proudly marches to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal dozens of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I love cats! They're like my favorite animal. I love cats. They're my favorite animal. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were made to use ears. Oh, hello, cup. Oh, I love chocolate. So cute, literally! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, I love baking. Just hurry up and take one. Sari grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her slinking glances my direction. See, I would prefer her if it weren't for the fact that she was just mean. Like, I don't like the tsundere trope. It's really just not my thing. I'm also aromantic. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. She's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like oh my god, shut up. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Literally! Made them feel for anything. Literally, how do people catch feelings so quickly? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. I love tea. What kind of tea? British tea or just normal tea? Because I like both. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Like, you're nice and all, but like, no? I don't like reading. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri was just trying to impress you. Okay, this style is starting to get way too close to the Uncanny Valley. That is a jump scare. Her eyes pierce through your soul. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. How do any of these people, like, live with such a long hair? I have short hair. This looks like it would get caught in, like... you can't see my cursor, can you? Like, their hair looks like it's, like, the kind of hair that gets stuck in chairs. Like, when you... Yeah, you know those kind of chairs? I used to have long hair. It was annoying. Yuri very faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. The Rock? So, what made me consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club? Debate club? Girl? I could never. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special about it. Well, that's nice. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Oh, they're holding hands. They're not. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all of their effort into starting something brand new. Oh, my mom would love this character. She's like, gotta put the hard work to it. Especially when something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Tons of people would love the literature club in my school. I bet there's a book club in my school or something. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But you're like the most popular kid in school, Monica. Shut up. But it makes the school events like festivals and that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. What year am I supposed to be in? Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Still, I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Inky, what kind of things do you like to read? I like comic books. Well, considering how little I've read these past 4 years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. I forgot about her! Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she really wanted to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. She probably reads like she probably watches out. She like watched after and is like, oh my god, I just love The Great Gatsby. Just like that one, guys. A fairy tale usually novels that builds deep and complex fantasy worlds. Like warrior cats? No. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. You are a warrior cats kid. You are a warrior cats kid. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. I get that. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. True crime. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? I don't read books like that, so I have no idea what she's talking about. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I love horror movies. I don't read. I read a horror book once. I can never get immersed in books, you know? It's just difficult. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, but I totally expected it. She looks like a true crime fanatic. For someone as gentle as you, that's literally... Those are the kind of people that like horror. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Oh my god. Never mind. Shut up. Oh my god. Like, literally, Natsuki and I have, like, the most in common. But, like, just because she's a tsundere, she's so annoying. That's right. You usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Literally. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind that last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. These people act like reading is fun outside of webtoon, or maybe I just hate school reading in general. Like, I used to love books, honestly. Like, when I was younger, I would read the entirety of the Junie B. Jones series, along with Junie B. First Grader. If I had started the Warrior Cats books, like, just a tad bit earlier, I would have gotten so immersed in them. My school removed Wings of Fire from their library. Ah, that sucks. Personally, I just really... there are some books I was really immersed in, actually, that were given for, like, school projects, but that was my private school, because that teacher was really good at, like, actually connecting with us. And we also, like, read it kind of like a book club together. Like, not like popcorn reading or anything, but, like, one person would read a page or something, like, they'll be, like, raise their hand being like, I want to read this thing. It was really interesting, actually. Anyways, back. Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. What the hell? Taisei Siddles? What does that mean? Slides up behind Natsuki and puts hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Oh my god, shut up. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I hate poem writing. I love free writing. I love writing. I hate poems. I guess sometimes. I love the art style, but like their eyes are just so uncanny to me while also being like really pretty. What do you care? I think that it's impressive. Why don't you share the with me sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. He wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even- Oh my god, shut up! Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help that- Oh my god. Set an example? What the hell? That's embarrassing, man. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzical at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share it with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Okay. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think that it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Inky? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm so sorry. I thought... how do I say that? How do I say him? In like a not weird way. Their eyes are kind of put far apart. Like that's like a normal style, but like... Okay, here they don't look as scary. But like, specifically, Monika's eyes, like when she's just staring blankly at you, it's terrifying. It's so uncanny. Inky! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Well, I'm not. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend these days with these beautiful girls. Okay. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for a cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, oh my god, she's literally whipping her hair in Natsuki's face. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Inky, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Okay. I don't think that you can actually write a poem in this, but if you could, I love writing so much. Oh my god, it's like my favorite thing to do. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Inky, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. So, you don't have actual assignments in this class. So honestly, I wouldn't be too bad if I had to stay after school for those. Alright. I need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing one poem tonight. I love writing. Time to- Oh! Pick words you think your favorite- I love cats! Depression, no. Tears. Disaster! Oh. I don't know. I don't know. Who should I go with, guys? Swimsuit? What? Who would that even be for? I don't even know what these words mean! Ambiance. Oh. Let's... What does meager mean? Vertigo? Let's see massacre. Fluffy! Oh, that... Empty. This is saying a lot about these characters. Are you okay? Pat, pat. Okay. I guess this goes for my character. Intellectual. No, we are. Parfait! I love parfaits! Mayor, what the hell? Oh, tragedy. I like tragedy. Daydream. I like daydreaming. Be who you are for your pride. I sung that so bad. Fickle. Engulf? If I don't know that word. Uncanny. That's what this game is giving me. I love marshmallows! I love strawberries! See, we would get along so well if it weren't for her being so annoying. Anyways. Socks? What the hell? Extraordinary. Aura. Milk? Hair is important to me. Analysis. Oh, I feel like I did so bad on that. Hi again. Ow. Hi again, Inky. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Inky. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Maybe you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Literally, it's such an easy class. So you already told me that you didn't want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you just planned here to come to hang out or what. But if you don't want to, oh, I can't just hang out with you? Damn. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone that keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! It is. I'll read manga with you, Natsuki. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. See, we would like get along. Like, she is interested in things that I'm also interested in. But she's like, oh my god, Sundere. Like, girl, I just want to be friends with you. Don't worry, guys. Inky always gives his best. As long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work, even without me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Ugh. Oh my god, I don't like that. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Personally, I don't really care if someone's room is messy. It just doesn't bother me that much. Okay. And you almost set the house on— oh, you almost set the house on fire?! Is that so? I would not help you with that. I'd accidentally set the house on fire with you. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Inky can become good friends too. Sayori. Oh my god. So awkward. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri! Even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Okay, so I know nothing about DDLC. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. But why am I just now realizing that they're a boy? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we never really talked about ourselves at the beginning. It was more about talking about the girls in the class. Okay. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Should I make my voice deeper? Should I be a boy? What is it? Never mind. Sorry, I'm ready to sound like a big deal when it's not. What do I do? I'm really sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's a really nice gesture from you is an unpleasant. So any nice gesture from you is an unpleasant surprise. Surprise! I can speak. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? I swear to God, if you give me a fucking book. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. I swear to God, if it's a fucking book, maybe reaches. Fuck! Oh my God, it's a book! I don't want to read your horror novels, Yuri! I didn't want you to feel. I have my own books, Yuri! In my brain! I can make my own comics. That can be my activity. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. That's good. So it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is. How's a girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the. Oh my God. I don't want to read. Phew. Ow! I just hit my knee. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I don't like reading on my own. I look forward to what you're hearing. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I want to read manga with her. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literally? You have a book! You have a book. I guess I could read this book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to. Oh my God, literally shut up. I could fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening to one of Sayori's conversations with Monica. I'm probably gonna seem really lame for comparing to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone the literature club is all about. What? Okay, I cannot read. The problem is the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way to show it. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Are we gonna share poems or what? One question, how are you so talented? How did you become such a great artist and animator at 15? And do you plan on pursuing animation or art any further? Actually I do. I want to work in the I want to work in the animation industry. Like, I want to work on big movies, you know? Like, I don't know, like something like Disney or something. Like, I want to make movies. Or like, if that doesn't work out, like I want to like make art for like companies or like or like animations for them and stuff, because there's good money in that, or like advertising. And like with like today's technology, it's really easy to like get into stuff like this. So yeah, I actually really do want to go into more into a more professional field with my animations. I also just like might open up commissions because, you know, I want money to buy Undertale so I can play it on the stream, you know. Anyways, let's go back into the game. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we can do the thing to, oh my god. I can't. Okay. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's talking about something. Sayori's is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. Deliberating? I don't know what that word means. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I love food. Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! What about like savory food? That's much better. Good thinking. Natsuki would Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That worked out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh god. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But within there lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder, what is it like to see the world through her eyes? Oh my god, not the blurry zoom up drawing. How do you pronounce that? I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all! How long do you think the live stream will be? Because I don't know if I'm gonna try to finish a day of the game. Or I'm gonna try like find a stopping point after the 1 hour mark. You know? Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school even have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? After you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say it out loud. I glance over at my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? Hi, welcome to the stream. You're a bit late, but don't worry about it. You didn't miss much, just bonding. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, I really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on your collar, right there. There is? Let me draw. I try to wipe the stain out with my finger. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell. Girl, let her be okay. Let her don't like pointing out everything about her appearance. I have stains on my clothes sometimes because I have pasta for lunch with pasta sauce. Like, that's why I close sometimes. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. Please don't spam my chat. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Girl, leave her alone. That's super mean. It is. Literally leave her alone. Get off her case. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. So annoying. I started to button her blazer from the... Girl. Anyways. Ow. I ran into my table again. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori pushes her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I keep it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a bit earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Oh my god, that was a jump scare. Monica. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Inky, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trotted away to retrieve her poem. By the way, do you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, especially since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's reading, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Who should I read? Whose poem should I read? Oh, who should I show my poem to first? For the safety of everyone, let's go with Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I am putting in effort. Hi, Inky. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, that means it caught me off guard. Of course I'll be afraid to bring these things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Inky. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of a barrier we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? It wouldn't surprise me if you two had those certain things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she always talks about you, it's Sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if she, even if she shows it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, sorry, writing is kind of gentle to feel to it. I can tell that she's exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a bit either. And she'll end up trying to write different things a lot. Am I gonna read your poem though? It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find the style that suits you most. So don't force yourself to write new things everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I sound pretty confident in someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. I see the direction, the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. Your eyes? Already scorched by it with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now. Oh god, that's scrolling. Ugh. Where was I? But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Well, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Oh no. I've been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's another way to think about this. If you keep the pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, who should we read next? I don't think there's anyone in the chat right now. Let's go with Sari. Sorry. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Inky! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why! Because I have no idea what I like either! Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you just don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Inky poem. Oh god. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet of paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Inky. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that's really good. That only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, I like her handwriting. Dear sunshine, the way you glowed through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love this. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. I can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, literally get off Sayori's case. She does not deserve this. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I mean eggs and toast. I love eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing this to me. Yeah. Speaking of breakfast, have I had breakfast yet? I don't know. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Natsuki. I like her. She's nice. Except she's really annoying. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I'll show you mine. I thought you'll like it. I like hers. She wrote like literally nothing. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Girl! Okay. I don't like your writing. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I don't like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! Like, when it's easy to read, but it hits your head, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really... Oh, I get it now. No, I like your poem now. I'm just really bad at this. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that I put some more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. Yeah, so you did. I guess you went into it more than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my oh, I wonder. Okay, let's go. Hers poem will be so long to read. Okay. Very serious with the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, just don't force yourself. I need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Girl, I liked my poem. Shut up. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes. We haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to seeing people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just their specific writing habits are typically of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is that I recognize that new writers try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. I have no idea what that means. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that you go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Okay, we are not talking about Komi Can Speak, because I don't like that anime. It's literally, oh my god, literally, don't even get me into this kind of words. I can't with that anime. I tried watching it, I really did, but I just can't get into it. It's so, it's just, it rubs you the wrong way, you know? Yuri's fine, I guess. She's just like, I don't know, I feel stupid around her. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. But go ahead. Say what you wanted to say, Yuri. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts. Oh god. Please. Oh my god. Please. You speak to. Oh, okay. It's not that. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. I love the hair, it's different and I've never seen hair. Really? I see it all the time. That last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh my god. Literally. Yuri. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, you do. I'm just kidding, mine is worse. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because I can't fucking read. Yuri, are you judging me for how slow I read things? Well, I just don't really read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer. Don't write longer poems, please. I can't with this reading. I can't, Yuri, please. You were the last choice because I thought that you were gonna write the most. I also just don't relate to you a lot. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Inky. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over. But you thought I read it too slowly? But then too quickly? Oh my god, leave me alone. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their works. They usually do it more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. It's like reading a whole ass essay whenever you talk to her. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is really only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and so soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. What makes me happy you think of that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. That was a lot. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to this desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean to have to try? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Inky did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Inky likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. I hate you, Yuri. I hate you. Shut up. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Inky appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you. Damn! Huh? How do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you saying, like... Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the Damn! I was the one whose booth magically grew size bigger as soon as Inky started showing. Damn! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as they just noticed I was standing there. Inky, She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them into having them figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Inky. Wait, there's a reason why there's so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Inky? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But who am I of agreeing with more highly of them? I don't like Yuri. I'm just gonna say I don't like Yuri. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to pack myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It's actually harder too. It's easier to over-explain yourself or write a bunch of words to create like a feeling of something, but it takes a lot more work to like say so much with so few words. It can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem really did a good job at that. Yeah! Yeah, you say it, Natsuki. I did! It did, didn't it? It shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But you were so mean to me! Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we've learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead into something pretty heated. I glance over at my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so we don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. Shut up, Yuri. With a face like that, I can't feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything by what she said. Do I really have to be the peacekeeper here? So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Inky. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a deep breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? Oh, go make some tea. Yeah, you better go. I'm just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Inky. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Joining my club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Okay, Natsuki, it's not really pick-me behavior. I think it just comes with the trope that she's in. I really don't like the tsundere trope, but I like Natsuki better than Yuri. I feel like it goes with the trope, but I agree with Natsuki a lot more than Yuri. I also just don't like Yuri that much. Personally, my favorites right now are Sayori and Natsuki. I don't really have anything to base off Monica. She kind of just is there. She's a star student. She's popular. She's like, oh, boo-hoo me. The club isn't as popular, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't be saying this around her. Okay. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we get home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book, do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? What about that? That's not the most important thing about Literature Club. The most important thing is having fun! Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the Literature Club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's all been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Inky, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk to. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something with your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better! I think to myself, I did learn a bit from the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I thought to myself with newfound determination. Inky! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, it beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry. What happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Inky, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh my god. Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than her, but it's easier to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. I think we're gonna save it. I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys liked the game. Oh, you're back. I'm just ending the stream. Sorry, I think that this is where the first episode, I guess, is gonna end. It was really fun, but I think that it's time to end the stream. I've streamed for like an hour, over an hour now. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was really fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. Bye!